Hey friends and family, thanks for tuning in to tonight's Thursday Night Thought. Tonight's thought comes from our new home where I actually found a room that doesn't have too many boxes and this new life. And it's interesting because I'm going to talk about new life tonight in this message, and I'm going to share with you some things of what came in this week. And specifically, this message came from a turtle, and we're going to talk about the turtle, and we're going to talk about the turtle's message. So let me read to you this week's message, and then we'll go ahead and break that down. And the message is this: in your quest to be you, somewhere you became afraid and closed up in a shell. Now something inside of you yearns to reconnect, to move. You are safe. Experience the joy in your dreams, but do not miss the joy flowing now in your present moment. This is the gift of new life. Isn't that beautiful? So my family and I were out in our backyard, and we were taking a walk, and we saw this turtle. And the turtle was closed up in its shell, and it was just sitting on the path. And all of us were so excited to see the turtle. We wanted to see the turtle move. So we gave the turtle some space, and eventually the turtle poked its head out and started moving along the path. And it was really beautiful. And I believe that in life doesn't just happen to us, but life is always sending us messages. And so I really felt in this experience that the turtle had a message to share with me, and that's where part of this message came from. And the message about in your quest to be you, somewhere you became afraid and closed up in a shell. Did you know, I don't know if you know this, but when I did research on the turtle, turtles are amphibious. They live on land and water. And the mother turtle, when she has her babies, she actually crawls up onto the land, lays her eggs, and then leaves and goes back to the water. Did you know that? And these babies are then hatched into this world, and only a certain percentage of them actually make it back to the water. If you think about it, they don't have their mother there for protection, so they're given this shell in order to protect themselves. But I started to think about this, and I started to picture what these baby turtles go through as these baby turtles are crawling back, going towards their goal. What in your life right now do you feel like you're being held back because you're sitting in a shell trying to protect yourself in some way? Think about these baby turtles. Think about how many times that they are probably scared and close up in their shell and experience what it is my family and I witnessed on that path. But in order for the turtle to move to its goal, it has to stick its head out and keep moving, despite how many obstacles the turtle keeps getting hit with, right? And it doesn't have its mother, and it doesn't have guidance. It's got to figure it out along the way. Sounds pretty darn familiar to what us humans go through, don't you think? And so what's interesting about this message is that was the first part of the message. So I'm sure you can think of something in your life right now where in your life you've had obstacles, you've had fear, you've closed up in your shell, and life is saying now it's time to come out. Come out. Get on that path. Go towards your goal. It's okay. That shell's there if you need to go back in, but now is the time to come out. And then the second part of this message is you are safe, okay? Then this sounds like it's a completely different message, but I'm going to bring in and tie this together. Experience the joy in your dreams, but do not miss the joy flowing now in your present moment. This is the gift of new life. Are you ready to dive into this part of the message? Woo! This is what came to me. When I saw that turtle and its protection, I also saw that the turtle felt safe inside the shell, right? And in this place, the turtle, if the turtle had dreams about getting to its goal, the turtle was jiving on that and feeling that and maybe even feeling good. So it was hard to stick itself outside the shell because that's where it got hurt, right? The same is true about these experiences that have guarded us from stepping out into our greatest selves. And so this message was saying it's okay to feel the joy of having a spiritual relationship or connecting to your goal or your greatest self inside of you But the whole reason you're here is to be in this world, commune with others, share your gifts and talents, and you got to get past whatever that is that puts you in that shell. It's time to come out of that, because don't miss. This was conviction for me this week, okay? I journaled about this a lot, and so I want you to feel this from a place of this was my conviction, and that is, do not miss the joy flowing now in your present moment, because this is the gift of life. If we only think that our joy comes from our spiritual relationship when we are living protected in our shell and not moving and sharing our gifts inside of our world, we are being deceived. The truth is we are safe, and it's time to start moving. All of life is giving us that message, and we can experience it now in the journey. And that's the whole point, because if we think the only place we're going to find joy is there, then we're not living our lives that we're made to live, new life. And this can take on a meaning of so many different meanings. This can take on a religious meaning. This can take on whatever meaning it is for you. When I heard the word new life, I actually paused and almost didn't put it in my message this week. But I'm glad that I did, because I realized that every time that turtle comes out of that shell, it is an opportunity of new life. And that is life moving forward. We don't have to sit in that. And that's what I believe we're here to encourage and inspire one another by. And I hope this message has fired you up and inspired you in the way it's inspired me. And I also want to take a moment and just kind of stick my neck out there and share with you that I've created a program called Trust Your Intuition. For 3 years now, I've shared my messages. I've built this community, and I actually have a private community that if you'd like to be a part of it, I would love to send you some information about it, because every week I go deeper into this understanding. I go deeper into what our messages really are, because the truth is, the reason why these messages resonate with so many people is it is my truth, and I'm speaking my truth. What would happen if you were connecting to your truth and speaking your truth into this world? How amazing would that be? That's my gift, and I'd love to share that with you. So if that's something you're interested in and want to be a part of my private community, that's what fires me up in the morning. I'd love to have you be a part of it. So I just wanted to throw that in there, stick my neck out, start moving forward, and maybe even just let that be the energy that transfers to our collective consciousness around this message, because life is about living it now together in the moment. Thank you for letting me share, and I look forward to sharing our next Thursday Night Thought together.